Hi, I'm Sean Kelly, and here's a chance to win an incredible prize. It's a stunning new home in Salthill, Galway, one of Ireland's most beautiful locations. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com. Imagine living next to the promenade and within minutes of Galway City. As they say, it could be you. That website again, winahomegalway.com. Thank you for your support and best of luck.
Hello and a very good evening to you. Welcome to Pearse Stadium for our second commentary of the day in the Galway Senior Football Championship Group B Round 4 encounter. This time it's Oughterard and Killanin. I'm joined once again on co-coms by former Galway goalkeeper Brian O'Donoghue. Brian, it's an exciting game and like the earlier game, a lot to play for both teams.
Yeah, it's a huge game now. Oughterard and Killanin, not only is it could it definitely help either team get into the quarter final or finish third at least anyway. Killanin have won. They'd be looking at picking Oughterard say to go into 3, and Oughterard are early on 3, so they could jump to 5. And with the loss earlier with Salthill and Barnet, they'd go to second in the table. But either way, it's a local derby. I'd say the N59 was really, really busy on their way in today. I'd say probably most of them are in here now. Probably going out might be a difficult task to get out to Oughterard or Killanin. But it's going to be a very good game of football, local derby, and it's what it's all about.
and two very proud teams that love their football as well. Two areas that really, really love their football.
Yeah, absolutely. And Oughterard have a very good history since they came back up senior. With Tommy Finnerty back in 2020, that great All Ireland win up in Croke Park, and 21 was probably, or 20, probably a tough year for them. But Alan Murphy came along then the last 3 years. I think he's guided them to the quarter final at least once. Very experienced manager through football and soccer, and good player for Mayo as well in his day as well, and he's got a good backroom team with him as well. And from the point of Killanin as well, they're a very, very proud club. We've seen him the last. I think Patrick Sweeney's playing here. He went off injured the last day. It would have taken an awful lot to keep Patrick not playing today. He's just so strong. He's a real leader for them as well. But it's going to be a really good game as well.
Based off the results so far in the Galway Senior Football Championship, you would fancy Oughterard, but as we saw in the last game, it doesn't mean a whole lot, and both teams have a lot of star-studded players.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you look at Oughterard line-up, Ryan Monaghan, very good forward, tasty forward, great right foot, and you have the two leads as well. Niall and Urrick, I think, have got 1-6 already. Matthew Tierney, of course, fantastic player for Galway, lovely left foot, and then in the midfield as well. Patrick Walsh has been a stalwart for them as well, and through the Killanin team, you got the two Sweeneys, Johnny Heaney. And also, Maguire had to find day out the last. I think he kicked 3 scores against Sawtell. So, plenty of experience. I suppose when it's a local derby, there's probably no fear, the opposition. And it's going to make it that bit more interesting.
Absolutely. It makes it interesting as well going into the final weekend of games, because Killanin have Caherlis Thran, and then Oughterard have Salta Knocknacarra. And Oughterard can be very hopeful if they get a win here, and then Salta Knocknacarra don't look in great shape after that Barna loss.
No, and if Oughterard win today, or even if they, beat Sawtell the next day, you could knock Sawtell completely out. They weren't on form at all against Barnet today. But, a win today for Alan Murphy's side puts them up to 5 points, and, they're 1 foot in the quarter-finals or preliminary quarter-finals anyway.
With both teams in their huddles, I'll give you the teams very quickly. There's only one change to tell you about on Oughterard's side, so they line out as follows. In goals, Queven Blevin. In the full-back line, Eddie O'Sullivan, Philip Gibbons and Kieran Hanley. The half-back line, Adam Tierney, James Webb, Paul Walsh. And we'll just pause now for the national anthem, Oughterard Levine. And Oughterard Levine is played out in Pearse Stadium. I'll go back to the teams there. Oughterard, so we had the half-back line, James Webb, Paul Walsh and Patrick Walsh, and Enda Tierney now are the midfield partner. In the half-forward line, Matthew Tierney, Eric Lee and Cian Monaghan. In the full-forward line, Niall Lee, Ryan Monaghan, and out is Daniel Kenny and in is Ronan Malloy in the corner 4 position. A look now at the Killanin starting team. In goals for them is number 16, James Walsh. The full-back line, Ted McAndrew, Conor Roach and number 7, Brian Mitchell. The half-back line, Ryan Melia, Ryan Roach and Ryan Joyce. In the midfield, it's Johnny Heaney and Colin Sweeney. The half-forward line, Aaron Maguire, Enda Kelly and Jack O'Toole. And the full-forward line, Cian Folan, Patrick Sweeney and Luke Carr. Lots and lots of changes for Killanin, and the teams are getting into position for the throw-in here in Pearse Stadium. It should be a great encounter of football here. Two teams that know each other very well, I'd imagine, in school and in different competitions as well. The referee today is Noel Dempsey. He's looking at his match officials and he's getting ready to throw the ball in for this round 4 Group B Senior Football Championship encounter between Oughterard and Killanin. And the ball's up and we're off in Pearse Stadium. And it is Killanin who have the ball. But is there a free? There is a free for Oughterard. And the referee is just looking for it to be taken from the correct spot, the middle of the field where the throw-in was taken. So that's what they'll do. And the midfielder is taking it for Oughterard. That is Patrick Walsh. And now they'll look to advance here. Patrick Walsh on the ball. Lays it off to his other midfield partner, Enda Tierney. Now, Oughterard advancing into the 45 of Killanin. This is much too easy. It's still Enda Tierney. He lays off a pass here. It's a high effort and wide. Opening shot of the game, wide for Oughterard.
Yeah, I think it was Niley that took the shot there. Very, very high shot. His both feet were off the ground after he kicked it, so he looked a bit off balance and ball went to the right hand side and wide.
Absolutely. Oughterard they're shooting into from left to right as we look into it from the stand side here in Pearse Stadium. Shooting into the town end, I suppose we call it.
Ooh.
But it's a turnover. It could be a costly one here. Oughterard are in. A shot and a goal! A great goal for Oughterard. And that is their forward. I think it's their centre forward, Eric Lee. And it is Eric Lee who got the goal. A great goal for Eric Lee of Oughterard. That's really spiced things up after not even 2 minutes of play.
Yeah, it was a good kick out from the goalie, nice and easy. I think Ryan Melia just took his eye off it a bit, and Oughterard have punished him in the back of the net there.
Absolutely. He went
Mark,
all the way
huge
in,
kick.
and he hit it.
Brilliant mark by Johnny Heaney.
Yeah. Killanin. Oh, it's a slip, but it could work out here. It's the wing forward for Killanin, and it's over the bar. A great point from Aaron Maguire.
Yeah, great response from Killanin. Maguire, he done well against South Hill the last day as well. I think he got 3 points in play. Stood up there well. Lovely kick from the right hand side. Not the most easiest kick, but down the other end of the pitch. And good start so far now. 1-1 inside nearly 2 minutes.
Absolutely. Worlds apart from the last game. It looks like could be a high scoring affair early days. 2.5 minutes on the clock, and it's Oughterard leading Killanin by 1 goal to 1 point. Now Oughterard advancing, coming up to the 65 of Killanin. There's just a wall of blue in front of their green and white strip, and it's their midfielder who has it, Patrick Walsh. Over now to the centre back, James Webb. He gives it out here to his full forward, Ryan Monaghan. And it's a free out for over carry in there. That's careless from Oughterard. Killanin will take it though. They're going to come out now. James Walsh in goal for them today. As Killanin come out now, outside their own 45, advancing with their fullback Conor Roach. Conor still advancing past the halfway line. And now it's that Aaron Maguire again, the point scorer for them. He's on the ball. He gives a big, high, probing ball in. It might work out for them. Number 27 shoots high and over the bar. That is Enda Kelly with a point for Killanin.
Yeah, good score from Enda. He came on the last day for Patrick Sweeney against South Hill. I thought he played very well, very experienced player as well. And, they'll be happy. Bar the goal, really mistake by the back, but, good start otherwise from Killanin. 2 points on the board.
Yeah, and Aaron Maguire, he's been involved in 2 of those scores. He kicked one and he's set up that one as well. Now the kick out comes here.
Oh, well done.
And now Oughterard, they're inside the cover here. They're advancing, but a bad bounce there from Eric Lee. He was almost through again there. He was up at the D and just a bad bounce. And now Killanin can counter-attack. That they do up this stand side. It's their midfielder. Although he's not playing midfield today, Ryan Roach. And now the aforementioned Enda Kelly. It's inside here towards the D. A quick, nice one too, and it's their centre back. Oh, and fouled in the process. A foul there on Cathal Sweeney. He did great work. It was a nice little 1-2. And Enda Kelly is standing over this at the moment. Going to take the free. This will have them even Stevens again. Just coming up to 5 minutes on the clock. Enda Kelly lines up. He's inside the D there. Far side of goals just about as we look at it here. He shuffles up to the 21-metre line, high and over the bar. A great free from Enda Kelly.
Good response as well from Killanin to go a goal down so quick. They came back 3 points there, so they'll be happy enough with their start, and they seem to be settled into the game easy now.
Absolutely. It was a freak goal in many respects. The ball was gathered, but then Eric Lee just capitalised. Now though, Oughterard looking to come out. The kick out comes to the sideline, but it's won very well there by James Webb. He claims his mark and gets on with it. In the centre of the field there now with Enda Tierney. Over to the stand side now with Kieran Hanley. He finds Webb again. James finds Patrick Walsh. Patrick coming over to the stand side here and up to the 45, finds Ryan Monaghan, the full forward. And now back with Walsh. And onto the ball here as their wing forward coming up to the D, but it's just caught on the outside of the boot there by Matthew Tierney. He won't be happy with that. And it's still there, but Killanin come out with it. They're breaking with pace, out past their own 45. That is Aaron Maguire again, coming up the field. A lovely kick pass into space. And there's a judge to be a foul here on the full forward in the D, Patrick Sweeney. And that'll be a nice little tap over if the referee gives it. He might give a little bit more than that as well, Brian.
Yeah, I'd say there was 2 of them in it there now. I'm not sure what the umpire's seen, but like to be 2 of them in it there. Patrick won't back down from any full back.
The umpire appears to be saying throw it up. It's 2 of them in it. So let's see what the referee judges.
Philip Gibbons, he's a big, strong guy, no more than Patrick Sweeney is, and they're not going to back down from each other on you. If I was a betting man, I'd say Patrick instigated it.
Yeah. So he's getting a ticking at the very least, if not a card. And the free will be taken again by Enda Kelly. Oh no, free out.
Oh. I thought he signalled the free in.
Yeah, does it look like? No, free out. And just a ticking it would appear for the Killanin man. Now though, Patrick Walsh finds... it works out well for Oughterard. They're at the 45 and coming off the shoulder nicely, but the tackles are coming in from Killanin. Can't find any joy down the far side corner as we look out here from the stand side. So it's back into the middle with our midfielder, Patrick Walsh. Oughterard coming over to this stand side now. Ryan Monaghan crosses the 45. He's looking to take on his man down the wing. Does so, and then finds help. And a nice little 1-2 with Matthew Tierney and his... Oh man, but it seems like the referee is adjudged.
There was nothing in that.
Foul. So it'll be a free out for Killanin. He's speaking with Cian Monaghan there, but didn't see a whole lot in it.
I think Cathal Sweeney played all his experience there, and it looked like a block, but he doesn't. Fair, I'm not saying anything against Cian Monaghan, but he doesn't look like he's going to knock Patrick or Cathal Sweeney over too easily.
No. So James Walsh gets us off very quickly, and they switch up the play over to the far side as we look out. Killanin attacking, coming in now towards the 65 of Oughterard. Aaron Maguire again. He's coming down that far side. He gives a lovely little kick in. That was for
pick up.
Oh, it's falling nicely here. It's with the full forward Patrick Sweeney. Patrick in the D, high and over the bar. Lovely point from Patrick Sweeney. And that's Killanin in the lead. Great recovery. So things have really changed around from that early Eric Lee goal, Brian.
Oh, they've done absolutely super to come back in. You know, they could have put the heads down, but it is a local rivalry. But even that, you know, fantastic way for Killanin to come back in for 4 points. They didn't go for goal. I think they've got 4 shots on goal and scored the 4 of them.
Absolutely. Oughterard here now through Patrick Walsh. They're coming up towards the 45. Patrick across the 45 gives it out to his number 10. That is Matthew Tierney. Back again with Patrick. And this time it's kicked across the D. Could be clever. A little jink there from the centre forwards, Eric Lee. On the ball now. And over the bar is the corner forward, Niall Lee. A great point from Niall Lee.
Yeah, they're lovely patience from Oughterard. They worked the ball up very well in the field. Most of their kickouts seem to go along. They've got 2 big men in midfield. Patrick Walsh and Enda Tierney, and then Matthew's knocking around there as well. I think their strategy is to go along and clear the danger area, and first point off one of their 4 kickouts.
Yeah, after 10 minutes there. So now James Walsh gets us back underway. A lovely high ball there up to the 65, and Killanin gather it. And they will advance now. Up in between the 65 and 45 Now they cross the 45 to Aaron Maguire. A lovely little fist pass in. It might work out as well, and it's just gone over the bar there by Brian Mitchell. A great point. Helped over by the Oughterard netminder.
Yeah, the Oughterard keeper would be disappointed he didn't pull that down. I'd say he just got the top of his fingertips. His hands went up well over the crossbar. So great start from Oughterard. 10 points into the game. 10 minutes into the game, 5 points scored. I have to say their tackling is very impressive. They're not shrieking at all, and that's what's creating a lot of the chances for them.
Absolutely. And some slick attacking play from Killanin, it must be said.
Absolutely.
And the ball is just hit forward with the fist by Patrick Walsh from the kick out. It might work out for Oughterard now. A lovely kick into the corner there. And a turn, and it's high, it's trailing. Trailing, I think. But the point is given. The point is given, and it's for the late inclusion there, Ronan Malloy.
Yeah, it looked... Oh, I'm not sure on that one. I'd like to see that one again now, but it's given anyway. Killanin, Cathal Sweeney isn't happy about that at all, but...
I was sure it went drifting to the left and wide. We're looking at the replay now. And from our... It's close.
Very close.
It looked like it drifted, but it's given. And it's now even Stevens again. This time it is Oughterard 1-2, Killanin 5 points. And Killanin have the free here in the centre of the field. Oh, it looked like a foot trip. Oh, and he's pushed over. A lot of handbags here. Tempers flaring up. And the physio is going to come on now. So there's going to be a stoppage here. What did the referee and his sideline official see? They're speaking with an Oughterard man. Will there be a card forthcoming for Oughterard after 12 and a half minutes of this encounter? No. A talking to from the referee, Noel Dempsey, and we'll continue. And Killanin get on with it quickly. They're coming, so Aaron Maguire is popping up everywhere, I must say. He's around the 65 now on the ball. And gets a 1-2 there, turns, heads towards the 45, looking for help, kicks the ball diagonally. It was a dangerous one, but it works out for Killanin. They're advancing now up this stand side. Cutting in there is Jack O'Toole. Switches the play, Maguire on it again. He gives a nice little kick out to the far sideline as we look out. And Brian Mitchell is on it. Maguire again, coming into the 45, turns around again, back to Mitchell. Brian looking for help now and gets it through Johnny Heaney. Heaney does a quick little pass over to Enda Kelly. Enda getting closed down, but gives it back as far as his own 65. And now Killanin advance on this side, stand side. Ryan Joyce. Now it's with Ryan Melia, back to Joyce. And speculative ball across, and racing and running back or two Killanin man. They get it for a finish. Ryan Joyce now coming up past the 65. Gives it to his number 9, Ryan Roach. Roach to Aaron Maguire. Maguire outside of the right boot. It's dropping into the goal mouth. And it could work out here for Killanin. It does! A goal for Killanin. And that was Luke Carr who got on the end of that dropping ball. A great goal from Killanin. That sparked them into life.
Absolutely, it's no more than they deserved. I felt with Killanin they were kind of struggling to know what to do there to break the Oughterard defence down. The long ball in was on, good ball in by Maguire. Probably a mix up in the defence between the fullback and the goalie in the back of the net. But it seems that when Killanin can move the ball a lot quicker, Oughterard don't get time to set up. That was more of a 50-50 ball in, but it's worked out for them. 1-5 to 1-2 up after going a goal down, so a fantastic response from Killanin.
Absolutely, and everything that Aaron Maguire is touching today is turning to gold.
Oh, he's been fantastic. Yeah, he's been very good the last day against Suthill as well. I think he got 3 or 4 points. He got a couple of assists already. The delivery of the ball in, I reckon that's probably 1-1. He assisted with a point as well, so he's having a fine game.
Looks like they're calling for a temporary substitute here for Cuiv Blehan in the Oughterard goal. Looks like it could be some sort of a foot injury there. The physio's down towards his left leg. And it just gives all the teams a chance for a water break. Although there's a bit of a chill in the breeze now. The slight wind advantage for Oughterard in this half.
Yeah, it's
going from left to right as we look out here from the scoreboard end to the town end.
Yeah, the flags are picking up all right a small bit, but
nothing serious.
Nothing serious. But God only knows what it's like down there. From you could be, it's a different place on that pitch when you're in Pearse Stadium.
I know.
And anything can happen down there with that breeze.
Yeah, well, I see the Oughterard number 2 is warming up. Sam O'Gorman. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Killanin into Aaron Maguire, but just cut out by Ryan Monaghan. He's back there helping his defence. Bounces it and turns and finds his wing back. And Oughterard can build. Walsh back there assisting the defence as well. Switches the play. And now Philip Gibbons will bring us out past the 45. Has to go back though, back to Walsh. Walsh is being chased down by Patrick Sweeney, but they keep going. And Kieran Hanlon has it now on the stand side at the 65 of Oughterard. They're advancing up now, Oughterard are past halfway. A nice little fist pass over the top, but Killanin are chasing. Brian Mitchell's doing a savage amount of work in both defence and attack. And they reap rewards. Mitchell,
huge win,
gets the turnover and he'll take the free quickly. Maguire is there looking for it, demanding it. And a lovely ball in, but Patrick Sweeney, Keane Folan was in there and he couldn't get to it ahead of the 2 Oughterard men. That's a free out for Oughterard after 17 minutes of play here in Pearse Stadium.
It's all action so far. It's a great game of football. 2-7 scored inside 20 minutes in total. It's really good so far. A very enjoyable game.
Both they're very much going for it. It's open football, as you say. A lot of kick passing, a lot of errors, but high intensity as well.
Absolutely.
Walsh finds his man, and Oughterard advancing now through Webb. Coming up towards the Killanin 45, but there's just a wall of blue there. They have to go back to Patrick Walsh. Finds a kick pass. The man is not marked there. High from Ryan Monaghan and inside the post. A great point from Ryan Monaghan for Oughterard.
Yeah, great vision. I think Eric Lee seen him there, or else it was
I think it was Patrick Walsh.
Patrick Walsh got the ball, yeah. But a great run by Monaghan. He peeled away. I think he's marking Patrick Sweeney. Or Cahill's going to hard to get away from, but great vision by Walsh and great patience by Oughterard as well to switch the play.
Oughterard trailed by 2 after 18 minutes here. Thanks to that sensational Luke Carr goal. But Oughterard are back in the ascendancy here unless Killanin can muster it back, and they do thanks to the help of the referee. I think it might have been an on-the-ground call there. So, Killanin through Johnny Heaney start their counter-offensive. Coming out past their own 45 now. Back to Johnny Heaney. He sees a wall of green and white ahead of him. Patrick Sweeney now. And they're quick hands here from Killanin. Very quick hands. They're inside the D. And it's a great shot. And a point from Patrick Sweeney. There was a lot of 1-2s there, and Patrick Sweeney got on the end and blasted over from inside the 21.
Yeah, they ran straight round the throw to Oughterard, which Alan Murphy won't be happy with that. Patrick Sweeney was kind of looking to hand it off. Maybe the left foot was the last option, but a great strike and over the bar. And Killanin have started fantastically here. They'll be delighted the way things are going. All the kickouts are going long. Oughterard are back in their big men out the pitch.
Absolutely. The referee, I think he wants that kick out to be taken again. Is there a blood sub?
It's gum shield, I think he's.
Gum shield, okay.
He tried to hide it in the sock, I'd say.
Referee
found him.
Keane Monaghan. He's getting a tough time for the referee today, is Keane Monaghan, but yeah.
He's after putting it back in the sock now.
Sock again. Oh, the referee's seen it though, I think.
Cheers.
Yeah. So, we're off again here. Oughterard looking to win their own kick out, but Killanin have it. It's a clever ball forward, but the referee, I think, has seen a free. Back it goes to the 65. Killanin look to get on with things quickly. Quick hands and quick hand passes and kick passes as well. It's in for Aaron Maguire on the 13-metre line coming in. Will that come in? It won't come in. Just didn't curl in enough there from Aaron Maguire, but he's very sprightly today.
probably too much of a tight angle for him. Maybe he should have came around, but I think the kick out seemed to be long. I'm just wondering, is the goalie looking for an overload, or there's definitely no mismatches out there because most of the lads are around the same size, but very interesting. Most of the kickouts are going long. There's no short one at all being looked for.
Yeah, Queeve Blehan, another high one out the field over to the 65, and Killanin win it on their own 65. It's a great win there by their midfielder, Ryan Roach. And Kelly now advancing up to the 45 of Oughterard. Finds Aaron Maguire. Very influential early on here. And it's back with Roach. Roach has to go back further still to his fullback, Connor Roach. Now it is Ryan Joyce. And they advance. Luke Carr, the goal scorer, has it now. Gives it out to number 6, Cathal Sweeney. And now they're inside the cover, it looks like. A clever slap down there to Luke Carr. And it's still there for Killanin, just 25 yards out from goals. And a shot comes in here, but it's blocked down half. And it's still there for Killanin. Number 14, Patrick Sweeney on the swivel. Over the bar. A great point from Patrick Sweeney.
Second one off his left foot as well. But they're battling for everything in there, Killanin. Anything that breaks at all, they're going for. Patrick wouldn't back out there at all. Fantastic turn and a good score then as well. And 1-7 is a fantastic score inside 22 minutes.
Absolutely. 1-7 to 1-3 is now Killanin's advantage over Oughterard. As you said there, Patrick Sweeney didn't look comfortable on the left boot the past 2 times, but they went over the bar, and everyone like that counts. Queeve Blehan kicking it out. Another booming effort into the middle of the field, and it's going to work out for Killanin again, it looks like.
Yeah, they're doing well on the breaks. Oughterard need a different kick-out strategy.
Jack O'Toole won that one, but is it a free for Oughterard? It appears it is. Possibly a push in the back there from the referee. So it's about 50 yards out from the Killanin goals, and they go short with it. And James Webb has it and lays it off. And now Oughterard are inside the 45. Their wing forward, Matthew Tierney, has it. Finds a teammate, quick 1-2. Going around the perimeter of the defence. It's Tierney again. Finds a teammate out there at the far side of the stand as we look. They're advancing into that corner. But there's a wall of blue. And now Oughterard advancing again, but the ball spills and a Killanin man gathers it up. They're advancing out of their own defence. Very quick hand passing, crisp hand passing. The basic skills, Killanin have it in abundance.
Yeah, nothing's going to ground either. It's all going into the hands as well.
Absolutely. They're up 50 yards out, but there's holding here, I would suggest, on Ryan Melia. And the referee is going to, looks like he's going to book an Oughterard man, Ryan Monaghan. Bit of frustration there, perhaps. No, just a noting offence for that bit of holding. And now Killanin. Looks like they're going to go for this one from the ground.
Johnny, he's going. He's a good distance out there.
55 yards out from goal, the centre of the field. This is Niall Morgan territory, but Johnny Heaney's going to go for it.
Right on. I think Killanin needs to get guys back on the line. He'd be doing well to kick it from here now.
Surprising he's going for this one. He might go short yet, but considering they are 1-7 to 1-3 up, that you might just take it short. But no, he backs himself, Johnny Heaney, taking a long step back, eyeing up the target. He's going to hit this one on his right boot. Does a little running spot, deep puff of breath, eyeing up the target as if he was a golfer. He's going to tee it up. Stutters in. He just kind of miscues that, and Oughterard, it's a nice level for their defence just to cut it out, cut out the danger in front of the box. And Oughterard advancing now. They're coming out of their own 65, and it's the late inclusion, just over carries, and Killanin could punish that mistake from Ryan Malloy, or Ronan Malloy, I should say. Enda Kelly gives it off to He's Melia. It's Maguire now. Maguire cuts inside. Maguire, it's a goal!
What a goal!
A sensational goal in the top left-hand corner. It was quick hands again. Aaron Maguire slots it home past Queeve Blehan.
What a goal, and the crowd here have erupted. I'd say everyone from Killanin and Oughterard is in here. Halfway Killanin are definitely here only after that roar. But when the ball was going through there, very interesting enough, I think anytime Killanin moved the ball quickly, it doesn't give Oughterard chance to get set up, and anytime Oughterard are set up, Killanin find it difficult to break it down, so that seems to be the key for them.
It's all clever touches, there's little slap downs, and it's very quick hands. Doesn't give you a chance to think, no mind set up defensively. Oughterard have it now though. Patrick Walsh, fisted forward. They're in here, are Oughterard. A shot comes in from their wing forward, and it's over the bar from Cian Monaghan. Great point. Great point from Cian Monaghan, that just stems the tide. And it's now 2 goals and 7 points to Killanin, 1 goal and 4 to Oughterard after 26 minutes of play here. Yeah,
it's a great game of football so far. I think Oughterard's kick-out strategy is to go along, win the break, or else try to flick it on to a runner. It's not overly working for them. I'd like to see the stats of what they've actually scored off their own kick-out.
Yeah.
But I'd say they've conceded more than they've actually scored off their own kick-out so far.
Cathal Sweeney is just down there receiving treatment for Killanin as we look out. Gives the players a chance to get some water into the system. Yeah, it's an interesting game so far. Insofar it's been a polar opposite of our first game. Very open. We've had 3 goals after 26 minutes, 27 now. And it's looking like Killanin are the more comfortable team here.
Yeah, they're definitely haven't shirked anything at all. And in fairness against Southhill the last day as well, they were excellent. Can play with great intensity, and it's served them well so far in the first half.
Absolutely. I must say I'm very impressed by Aaron Maguire, not just because he got that goal, but he's been influential in absolutely everything they've done well in this game so far.
Anthony touches his results in an attack anyway, at least inside the 45 of Oughterard. Definitely.
Killanin now are on the counter-offensive, and Kelly kicks it out here to this stand side. There to gather it is Ryan Melia. Gets it forward there to Luke Carr, one of the goal scorers of this game. Enda Kelly coming up to the 13-metre line. Looks for Patrick Sweeney. Patrick eventually gathers. He's in the corner now here on the stand side. And gives it back to Enda Kelly. He's coming in towards the goals. Comes out again. Enda, he's looking for it from an acute angle.
What a
Enda
kick.
Kelly, take a bow. Over the bar from the 13-metre line, acute angle, a great score from Enda Kelly.
Yeah, he showed all his experience there, didn't rush it at all. Patrick Sweeney held him up, kind of made a bit of space. Lovely hand pass from Patrick, sold the dummy, and lovely kicked in. That was a very tight angle to kick it, just inside the post, but a fantastic kick.
So with over 28 minutes gone in this game, it is Killanin leading Oughterard by 2 goals and 8 points to 1 goal and 4. Oughterard on the attack now. And it's with Cian Monaghan. Now Oughterard in the middle of the field. Patrick Walsh looking for help and finds it through Paul Walsh. And now Ryan Monaghan looking to penetrate that wall of blue. Only one man forward for Killanin at this point of time. That's Patrick Sweeney. As Oughterard go around the periphery of the defence, and it's very alert play from Killanin. And now inside the 45 is the wing forward. He kicks off his left boot and he kicks over the bar. A great point from Matthew Tierney.
Yeah, fantastic score from Matthew. He winded up in the maybe 5 or 6 minutes into the first half off balance. That one was the other side. Really good score, nice distance out. And still 6 points in it though. But
we're hearing 2 minutes of additional time. Gone Omid. So we're approaching the red in the clock now. Okay. And it's Killanin 2 goals and 8. Oughterard 1 goal and 5. And it's a lovely kick pass in for Killanin. The shot comes in and it's over the bar. He poked his finger in the air with delight. Jack O'Toole, a great score from him. And that it extends their lead. Great point from Jack O'Toole. And he's been having a good impact there, getting turnovers and winning ball in the middle of the field as well.
Absolutely. Fantastic run there by Cathal Sweeney to set up the score as well. But then again, Oughterard, when they're not set up, Killanin seem to break them down a lot more easier, and that's their recipe at the moment. It's certainly working.
Absolutely. 2 goals and 9 to 1 goal and 5 in favour of Killanin against Oughterard here in Pearse Stadium in this Galway Senior Football Championship Group B Round 4 encounter. As Oughterard are inside the 45, the referee brings it back for a free about 42 yards out. And Ryan Monaghan will look to do the duties here, you'd imagine. Or do I stand to be corrected?
I think it's Matthew Tierney.
Tierney, yeah, you're right. Matthew Tierney is coming first.
Got a good angle at it anyway. It's a long way out.
Yeah, so you're looking at around the 40-yard mark out near the stand side. Possibly 8 yards in from the stand side. Matthew Tierney looks down at the ball, twirls it in his hand, looks at the post. He lines it up here on his trusty left boot. As I say that, he hasn't quite caught it enough, and it's just to the far side left and wide. He'll be disappointed with that one, Matthew.
Yeah, he connected it well, I suppose, in distance term, but he just didn't get the curl in it. It was gone on too far to come back in again. But Killanin are going to slow it down now. But, I mean, if they get this kick out of the way short again now, I think Oughterard are probably going to be in trouble.
Absolutely. And they're going to look for that. James Walsh is looking out. He has his peak cap on. The sun must be low there, setting over Galway Bay. And Oughterard win it. Or do they? The referee is he deciding, is it a free? It is a free for Oughterard. They'll take it quickly. And now Patrick Walsh finds his man, Eddie O'Sullivan. Oughterard still advancing now with their centre forward, Eric Lee, the goal scorer for them. Patrick gives it out here to the stand side. There's an advance mark there, I thought, but doesn't take it. And it's the wing back coming in there, Adam Tierney. And he wins his free for a bit of pushing there. So on the 21-yard line near the sideline, it's going to be Matthew Tierney again. More difficult angle, but closer to goals.
Yeah, he should slot this one over. He's a left footer. He's plenty of practice in here with training with Galway, or playing with them, so this is definitely in his range.
Definitely. Matthew takes the solo just to steady himself. Takes another few. Eyes it up. And twirls the ball in hand. Composes himself. Stutters up to it. Kicks it and curls it in beautifully. Great free from Matthew Tierney. And that brings us to half time. So it is currently 2 goals and 9 points to Killanin. And Oughterard have 1 goal and 6 on the board, thanks to that free from Matthew Tierney. An interesting opening half here, and both teams really going for it, Brian. Yeah,
it's a great game of football. It's great to watch. I think Killanin will be absolutely delighted. Like 2-9, 15 points scored in 30 minutes of football. It's going to be a tall ask for Oughterard to come out. If Killanin can get a goal, a couple of points in the second half, you imagine 17, 80 points might win it for them. Oughterard have been disappointing. They got an easy goal right at the start. I think their kick-out strategy, everything is going long. I'd say they're only breaking 50-50. I think they went short there with one of them. Ryan Monaghan ended up getting the free, so I think they need to go short in their kick-outs a bit more. But it's all Killanin, and it's a really, really enjoyable, good game of football anyway, we've seen from this half.
Absolutely, and there have been some real stars all over the pitch for Killanin. Of course, Luke Carr, Patrick Sweeney, Aaron Maguire has been sensational, and even throughout the field as well, there's been a lot of people standing up all over. Yeah,
Maguire's been very good. He's very impressive. And Kelly as well, and Patrick Sweeney are using their experience. Cahill is breaking up the field as well. So right throughout the field, Killanin's men are standing up. Johnny Heaney's he's doing well in midfield. He's on 2 very big guys, and he's putting in a great shift as well, which is giving them that foundation.
In fairness, though, to Oughterard, the likes of Patrick Walsh and Enda Tierney, Matthew there is coming into it as well. Niall Lee, Ryan Monaghan, they're all having impacts.
Yeah, I suppose 1-6 isn't too bad. It's just that in defence they're definitely, that's where Oughterard are coming down. I think the forwards are generally doing okay, but they probably need more in the second half. It's goals that at this stage of the game that Oughterard need. I'd say 2 at least to get back into the game with the 6 points different now, and with Killanin playing so strong. But it's going to be a very interesting second half.
I don't think I've seen a team as well trained in all the basics as Killanin. The hand passing, it's so crisp.
Hand passing is very good. Not so much of it is going to ground, which keeps the move going.
Yeah.
And the kick passing, then it's not beside the man that's in front of him, so we can run onto it,
Yeah.
and it's giving them an awful lot of momentum.
Definitely. Confirmation again in this Galway Senior Football Championship Group B Round 4 encounter. The half-time score, it's Killanin in the driving seat. Killanin, 2 goals and 9 points. Oughterard, 1 goal and 6. Half-time highlights to come.
Hi, I'm Sean Kelly, and here's a chance to win an incredible prize. It's a stunning new home in Sawtail, Galway, one of Ireland's most beautiful locations. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com. Imagine living next to the promenade and within minutes of Galway City. As they say, it could be you. That website again, winahomegalway.com. Thank you for your support and best of luck.
Left to right as we look into it from the stand side here in Pearse Stadium. Shooting into little fist pass in. It might work out as well, and it's just gone over the bar there by Brian Mitchell. The corner there, and a turn, and it's high, it's trailing, I think. But the point 5 gives it to his number 9, Ryan Roach. Roach to Aaron Maguire. Maguire outside of the right boot. It's dropping into the goal mouth, and it could work out here for Killanin. It does. A goal for Killanin. And that was Luke Carr. Finds a kick past the man is not marked there. High from Ryan Monaghan and inside the post. Quick hands here from Killanin. Very quick hands. They're inside the D. And it's a great shot. And a point from Pat comes in here, but it's blocked down half. And it's still there for Killanin. Number 14, Patrick Sweeney on the swivel. Over the bar. Take from Ryan Malloy. Or Ronan Malloy, I should say. Into Kelly. Gives it off to his man Melia. It's Maguire now. Maguire cuts inside. Aaron Maguire, it's a goal!
What a goal!
A sensational goal in the top left-hand corner. Patrick Walsh fists it forward. They're in here. Our Oughterard. A shot comes in from their wing forward, and it's over the bar. Comes out again. Enda, he's looking for it from an acute angle.
What a
Enda Kelly. Take it back. And now inside the 45 is the wing forward. He kicks off his left boot and he kicks over the bar. Lovely kick pass in for Killanin. The shot comes in and it's over the bar. He poked his finger in the air with delight. Very good afternoon and evening to you at this stage, because you're welcome back to Pearse Stadium for this Galway Senior Football Championship Group B Round 4 encounter between Oughterard and Killanin. At half-time there, Killanin in the driving seat by 2 goals and 9 points to 1 goal and 6. And we were delighted to a bit of what started out as Gaelic football, then rugby, then UFC, Brian, there at half-time, but they're all leaving the pitch now.
Yeah, it's great to see them out, in fairness, and fair play to Galway G for letting the young guys and young girls in the pitch. And I'm sure they all know each other from school, going to St. Paul's or whatever national school they're in out in Oughterard or Killanin, but great to see them playing out at half-time there.
Absolutely. There was one guy there, and I think it took about 20 lads to get the ball off him, but they eventually did for a finish, so it was great to see. And obviously they all know where their loyalties lie, because there was definitely 2 teams involved there, even though it was all very maxed up and meshed up together. So no, it was great to see. You wouldn't get it in Castlebar, I can tell you that for a fact, but the teams are starting to come out now, and the first man out is an Oughterard man, and that is Niall Lee. Now, all the Oughterard lads are coming out, and Killanin are coming out as well. There's a bit of not much room there for them coming out. I thought there might have been a bit of a fracas, but no, they keep tempers mild. And both teams coming out and getting into position for this second half in the dusk here in Pearse Stadium. And don't see any notable changes as they come out. It seems as though we are as we were at this juncture. So it'll be interesting to see how the 2 management teams, as we mentioned there, a lot of experience there, particularly in Oughterard. Can they turn this around now in the second half, Brian? Yeah,
listen, I think on paper they probably have the strongest team with, Ryan Monaghan, the 2 Lees, the 2 Tierneys, Eddie O'Sullivan, fantastic player for Oughterard down through the years, Gibbons the full-back, and Patrick Walsh as well. So on paper you'd say they're strongest, but it's their strategy going to do, especially for the kickouts. They need to be going short on them, and they need to just wire into them as, here we go now.
And they win the throw-in, and they're barrowing through on goal here. It's their centre forward on the ball. He looks to dummy, but he gets wrapped up by a rake of Killanin men. It's out though. And Oughterard still have possession here, just around 30 yards out. They go over to the wing side. I thought they were through on goal there from the throw-in, but Killanin managed to get back and defend. Walsh finds his man, the man who was through, Eric Lee. I thought he could be through for another goal there a few seconds ago, but no matter. Patrick Walsh finds his man inside. A turn, and it's a high effort. It's going to drop into the goalkeeper's hands, and James Walsh will bring it out, and he was fouled for good measure there. I think the kick coming in there was from Enda Tierney.
Good take from the keeper there, under not too much pressure.
Looks in a bit of bother here, does James Walsh. It's that left leg again that was bothering him in the first half. Oh no. And the Oscar goes to James Walsh. I thought he'd been snipered in the leg there, the way he was acting, but no, it's all part of it. You have to be cute, and
it's worked out for them.
It worked out for them, yeah, it worked out for Killanin now, and it's Luke Carr, one of the goal scorers, who's coming up into the 45 of Oughterard. How many steps, says the faithful, and the referee gives the free out for steps. Luke Carr, and the ball is out there, but it's dropped by Eric Lee, and Killanin say thank you very much, we'll take that. Enda Kelly's on it now. He is looking for support and finds it through Ryan Roach. And now Killanin coming down the stand side, a nice 1-2 between the centre forward and wing back, but it just drops short there by Johnny Heaney.
Number 15, Daniel Kenny replaces number 17, Ronan Malloy.
And Danny Kenny replaces Ronan Malloy for Oughterard. We hear that over the intercom there. Just note of that change there. It's the only change we have there from half-time as Oughterard advance now. They're coming up to the 40. They're inside the 45 now. They found their cornerback, Kieran Hanley. Kieran gives it off to their centre forward, Eric Lee. And now it's back out to Ryan Monaghan. He changes the point of attack. Their corner forward, Daniel Kenny, just in. Gets a touch. And now they're just looking down a blue wall here. I see that number 19 is the sweeper for Killanin. That is Ryan Joyce. And Now Oughterard looking for a point. They might get one. They're very close in, but it's back out to their cornerback, Eddie O'Sullivan. Corner forward now. Niall Lee. The shot comes in here, and it's wide.
Yeah, it was just too tight of an angle. They had a number of chances there to shoot, and you need Eric Lee to have the shot there.
He just never looked comfortable on it, did he? He was just on the 21, wrong side for a right footer. Disappointing, but Killanin will sigh a breath of relief there. They still lead 3.5 minutes in the second half, 2-9 to 1-6. It's as you were. High kick out, won by Oughterard. They get on with it very, very quickly, and they're advancing into the 45 of Killanin. Out to Eric Lee, the goal scorer for them. Back to Cian Monaghan. And now it's the other corner forward. A great point from Niall Lee to kick us off here in this second half.
A great score from Niall Lee. Oughterard really putting the pressure on the Killanin kick out. They're really running at them. 4 minutes in, I don't think Johnny Heaney dropped one short into the keeper's hand, but Oughterard have really come out fighting here in the second half.
So with 4 minutes in the second half, Oughterard narrow the advantage. It's Killanin 2 goals and 9, Oughterard 1 goal and 7. And now appeals for a hot ball for time wasting for James Walsh. Wouldn't be like him from what we've seen the last minute or two. Take that with a pinch of salt. Killanin. They're looking to take this free. And it looks like there's a player in a bit of trouble there. It's Ryan Roach. He's just holding himself down there. But he's up again. And now they will look to take this free. And start off with his shoulder. It looks like his shoulder is bothering Ryan Roach a little bit here. Looks in a bit of pain. But he's going to try and run it off. Johnny Heaney takes the free quickly. Killanin looking to start a nice little jink there from Ryan Roach. Eddie Kelly inside the 45. Has to go back though. And now Killanin looking to switch the area of attack. Out over to this stand side now. And the cornerback gives it to his fullback, Conor Roach. Conor kicks it back across the field again. Crossing the halfway line is Ryan Joyce. They're inside the 45 now of Oughterard. But there's just a wall of green and white. But they find some room here to Killanin. And it's inside to their corner forward. And a nice little loop.
Gone over.
Has that gone over? That's a great point there for Killanin. And just looking for confirmation there. That was Patrick Sweeney.
Fantastic
Going
score.
out to the middle to contest the thing, but yeah, great point from Patrick Sweeney. And that's a nice response to that Niall Lee point there for Killanin. They're going point for point here in this encounter in Pearse Stadium. 2 goals and 10 points to 1 goal and 7 after 6.5 minutes. And it's free for Oughterard. They're looking to take it quickly. Referee's bringing it forward. And it looks like the bench is going to play a factor in this encounter. I see both teams, particularly though Oughterard, are looking to bring in 2 players to the fold in the next while. Just warming them up. Now though, Oughterard crossing into the 45. Looking to find a way through. Nice 1-2. They're over the far side as we look out from the stand. Just can't get past this blue wall. They kick it over and out past the 45. It's with their centre-back James Webb. James looking for support. He brings it into the 45 himself. Finds Eric Lee. Eric over to Patrick Walsh outside that 45. He's going in with pace, but he's almost robbed by Jack O'Toole. He's doing a lot of the dirty work there today for Killanin, getting a lot of tackles in. Now, though, still with Oughterard. They're inside the 45. Patrick Walsh again. Finds Cian Monaghan. Cian. He's still going as Cian Monaghan. Up to the 21 and the 13. And it's a lovely point on his left boot for Cian Monaghan. Great score.
Yeah, that's better from Oughterard now. When they take on Killanin, especially their younger players, they seem to have the pace in them. So that's what Oughterard need more of. A bit of a slow build-up, but taking on their men down toward the wings, especially just in front of us here, they seem to have a bit of a weak spot here at Killanin this side.
Yeah, here on the stand side. So after 8.5 minutes of this encounter, it's Killanin 2 goals and 10. Oughterard 1 goal and 8 points in this Galway Senior Football Championship Group B Round 4 encounter. And Killanin, what a take there by Enda Kelly. He can put it over the bar and he can feel it as well. He can do it all. Now though, Brian Mitchell just looking for a bit of support, and it's a skewed kick from him, but Ryan Roach will gather it, and he's under a bit of pressure from 2 Oughterard men. Illegally so, says the ref. And Killanin get the free on their own 65. Looking for a runner. They find it in Enda Kelly. He's doing a Trojan amount of work, popping up everywhere as Enda Kelly. And he's looking to get past the Oughterard cover, but he passed it to an Oughterard man, and they begin their counter-attack. They're out now past the halfway line, or Oughterard. This time it's with their corner forward, that is Nali. He gives it to his full forward, Ryan McLaughlin. They're up towards the D now. Surely there was a bit of tugging there, but the shot comes in from, the midfielder, but it hits the post, and it's gathered well there by Killanin and Conor Roach. And the shot just coming in there from, I believe it was Enda Tierney. He's playing kind of full forward for a bit there. Enda Kelly. And now over to this wing side on the stand. Luke Carr was changing down, but it's a lovely little dink pass in. Just is gone askew ways there. Number 13, Cian Folan, just gave it in there, but Jack O'Toole just couldn't get over to it. It just wasn't a crisp enough kick pass, and the opportunity of a goal is wasted for Killanin.
There's no one picking him up there at all. I think they're 5 points up. That if they went in 8 points, it would have been game over. That's a crucial moment for Killanin. I hope they don't.
They're kind of falling asleep a bit, Oughterard, in defence. I suppose they are chasing this game. They have to push out, and that's all good and well, but you have to mind the house in the back as well, Brian.
Absolutely, yeah, and I think they took their foot off their eye off the ball here, but they keep going along with their kickouts. They need to do something different in the second half. The first half, just they weren't at it, and they just need to change it up. I don't think going long is going to get them the result here.
Reeve Blehan, he's going to take this kick out.
Substitution on the Killanin team. Number 8, Darrell Welsh, replaces number 5, Ryan Reid.
Number 8, Darragh Walsh replaces number 9, Ryan Roach. Roach had a bit of a shoulder problem, and it's heating up here between Patrick Sweeney and the Oughterard defence.
Looked like a bit of a clothesline, but he got up straight away. But he's not going to throw it up. I hope he won't throw it up. It's a terrible decision if he does that. Now.
Bad reaction from Sweeney. It's not going to do him any favours now, talking to the referee.
He needs to get away now. He's made up his mind.
Not doing him any favours. And it's a hot ball. It's getting feisty out here. Sweeney wins it though. That's an inspirational take for Killanin. And there was some pulling of the jersey, free for Killanin. And all's well that ends well for Patrick Sweeney. Enda Kelly is going to stand over this one, it looks like. He's
a real inspirational figure for Killanin. The crowd were on their feet there when he won down.
He's a real character as Patrick Sweeney. Enda Kelly here. He is the best part of 55 yards out, but he's bringing it forward a bit, 50 yards out. It's going to drop short. Thought he was going to tomahawk it there into the back of the net, but it's just gone harmlessly to the right and wide from that free about 50 yards out from Enda Kelly. But they look dangerous, Killanin.
Yeah, they're better off going shorter now, because I think they've only got one. They've gone short once and they've got a score over. They just need to do more of this. They're not winning midfield at all.
So after 12.5 minutes of the second half, it is Killanin 2 goals and 10. Oughterard 1 goal and 8 points. And it looked like a foul there on the Oughterard, man, that's the inclusion there of the second half, Daniel Kenny. So, Oughterard just hovering around their own 45. It's Patrick Walsh bringing it out here across the 65 and midfield. And Enda Kelly is shadowing him. Patrick brings it in and gives a lovely little fist pass in. Charging down now are Oughterard. They're up as far as the 21. And there's surely a push and a free in for Oughterard. And that was well won there for Oughterard. And they're going to take it here is Matthew Tierney. Just on the 21, centre of the D. Standard stuff for him. He twirls the ball in his familiar style and hand. It's like he has the globe in his hand or something, Brian. He's looking for his next holiday destination to... Don't need to with the sunshine here. He steps up to it, brings it as close to 13 and over the bar with the free from Matthew Tierney. It is now 1 goal and 9 for Oughterard, 2-10 for Killanin.
Yeah, 4 points in. I know they're just coming back into it now. Another Oughterard scored will get Killanin pretty nervous. Killanin just needs to get something on the board now to make sure that they keep that bit of daylight between the two of them.
Absolutely. James Walsh puts it on the tee, lines it up, and it's a nice booming effort again into the midfield. Who's going to win it though? Oughterard do. Patrick Walsh is having a great game, and they're advancing now past the halfway line. Kieran Hanley coming up the stand side, finds the man who won that last free, I believe. It's Eric Lee. And he finds him again. It was a lovely backdoor cut from the corner back, but too many steps. I'd say he couldn't believe his luck. He was in the 30-metre line that close to goal. If that was an Aaron Maguire, it would have been in the back of the net, but it's a free out for over-carrying, and Killanin breathed a sigh of relief after that nice little interplay.
Yeah, and you know, it was a great chance for Oughterard. They could have brought it back to 3, but Killanin just taking their time here now. They're still at a small bit of 6s and 7s trying to move the ball out the pitch, as we see with the goal here. They need to hurry it up.
Could have brought it back to 1 if he slotted as well, but ifs and buts. It's Killanin coming out of their own 45 now through Ted McAndrew. And now it's Conor Roach, the fullback, who has it. They love moving the ball. They don't like to carry it that much. It's always quick little hand pass, intricate little plays, but hasn't worked out this time. Eric Lee gathers it for Oughterard. They're coming here on the counter-attack. This spells danger. They're into the D. A lovely fist pass to Key Monaghan. He's almost dragged down, and he just blasts it over the bar. It should have been a goal. Key Monaghan gets the point.
He had to hit the back of the net there. He was straight through a goal. It was exactly what they needed. I'd like to see that one again now, but it looked
like he was dragged in the square, to be honest with you. It looked like he was dragged in the square. So will the umpires or anyone see that? What's happening here? There's a Killanin man dragged down, but Keen Monaghan gets the point. It's 1-10 for Oughterard, 2-10 for Killanin here after 16 minutes of this second half. And I think Killanin are just looking to take stock there after that goal scare.
Seem to see the replay here again.
It looks like he was dragged a bit. Maybe
not
a whole lot in it. Maybe not a whole lot in it.
He needed to put that away.
He just blasted it over. What we're always told growing up, and I'm sure you coach them as well, Brian, keep it low and hard.
Yeah, just little slot into the... I know it might have been his weaker foot. He was on the left foot, but he went to blast it. He was a bit off balance. You know, only 5 or 6 yards out from goal, but that's one they could come to rue now if they don't get another chance.
And it looks like is that Patrick Sweeney? Oh no, it's not. I just can't see who is down there. The physio's in the way.
I think it's Cahill Sweeney.
Cahill. Right surname.
Well, they're twins anyway, so it's a very easy mistake to make.
I don't feel so bad now. So
the orange boots as well.
Yeah.
Soles.
Yeah, you're right. Cahill just kind of landed awkwardly there when he was trying to push Keen Monaghan off, and he did. He did the necessary.
He did enough. He did absolutely enough. He wasn't going to give up at all.
No. 17 and a half minutes gone here, and he's walking quite gingerly there as Cahill Sweeney.
Doesn't seem to be making the substitution.
I don't see it yet anyways. But James Walsh gets on with the kick out. It's a lower trajectory one here, and it works out just about for Killanin. Patrick Sweeney, but has he lost it here? What's the referee going to judge? It's Killanin free. Patrick's looking to go forward with it. So it's for an off the ground, referee saying there, off the ground. A bit of interference there with the free taker, but they get on with it. Sweeney finds Enda Kelly. It's out there to the far side as we look out. Back with Patrick Sweeney. And they're just keeping possession now. 3-point lead. A dangerous lead in Gaelic football. And they switch the point of attack over to the stand side now. And it's with Ted McAndrew. Ted looking for help here. Finds it through his midfielder there. Dara Walsh, an inclusion here from the second half. Killanin, just a push in the back, the referee judges. So Killanin saw a breath of relief there. Aaron Maguire was the party that the referee said was fouled. Johnny Heaney is looking to take this on his own on the Oughterard 65. Back to Dara Walsh. Dara to the goalkeeper James Walsh. A bit of sweeper keeper happening here.
Oughterard are just pushing up now, and they might get caught out.
They might, and it's Enda Kelly now advancing into the 45. Lays off a hand pass. Just working it around. Dara Walsh back, getting involved in the play there. Into Kelly again, inside the 45. Kelly goes back. Jack O'Toole. A lot of little quick interplay, moving the defence. They're just trying to overload Oughterard this far side as we look out. It might work for them. There's a lot of space here for Luke Carr and etc. Oh, the shot comes in. Oh, it's a great score.
Patrick Sweeney again.
Patrick Sweeney yet again from an acute angle over there in the far corner. A sensational point for Killanin.
For a man that looked like he could have been stretchered off against Sawtill 2 weeks ago, to come out here and play such a performance that he's given so far in the game, he's a really inspirational figure for Killanin. He's been fantastic today.
Absolutely. And with 10 minutes to go, 4 points between them. 2 goals and 11 points to Killanin. 1 goal and 10 for Oughterard. That could prove crucial. Yeah. Patrick Walsh for Oughterard. Gives it to Eric Lee, their goal scorer. Oh, nice little jink. He cuts back in on this stand side, advancing up the field. Gives it back to Walsh, who's ahead of him. Walsh into the 45. Looking for someone ahead of him. Can't find it. Goes back. Lee's there. He goes back even further still to the halfway line. The defenders for Oughterard getting involved in the attack. Now it's with Enda Tierney. He's going to bring it inside the 45 if he can. Finds Keane Monaghan instead, luring and lurking outside the 45. Finds Patrick Walsh. Patrick looking for someone ahead of him. A kick pass in. It's a high probing ball. Might work out for Oughterard, but doesn't, because back together the pieces for Killanin is Johnny Heaney. He's doing a lot of the dog work for them as well today. He's
just such a good player for club and county. He doesn't do anything amazing. He just does everything so well.
Yeah.
He's trying to get on the end of this as well.
Absolutely. The engine on him. Killanin, a high ball in. Enda Kelly's in oceans of space at the D on his own. And he shoots, lines it up over the bar.
And there you go.
Great point from Enda Kelly.
You're just talking about Johnny Heaney's work there. What a fantastic tackle he's done there, and he's up the pitch straight away. Just such an important footballer for club and county. He's fantastic.
Absolutely. And Enda Kelly, you put the house and everything else on him putting that over the bar from that angle.
Yeah, it was a good kick. But again, when they attacked him so fast, their Oughterard just aren't ready for them.
He had so much time though. There was no one near him. He had time to line it up. Keane Monaghan here for Oughterard. Was he pushed? Referee says yes. So it's going to be a free there on the far side as we look out here towards the sideline. It's one for a left footer. So Matthew Tierney is going to eye this one up. Cute angle again, but should be well within his range.
Yeah, he got one down there in the opposite end in the first half, similar enough. But just the scoreboard, 2-12 now, 18 points. It's a huge score.
Yeah.
You know, if this is 14 points, you know, from Matthew here, they still need another 5 to win. I think that free or the last kick there from Enda Kelly might be the one to get Killanin over the line.
Approaching 23 minutes of play here in the second half. Matthew Tierney swirls the globe, rather the football. Eyes it up for himself, looking into that scoreboard end here of Pearse Stadium. Matthew kicks it high with confidence, but just to the near side, I believe, in white. Uncharacteristic of him. He'll be disappointed with that one. That was an important one for them. And it just puts them under a bit more pressure now going into these closing 6.5 minutes or so.
Yeah, they needed one there just to keep the scoreboard ticking over, but that was one they needed. But there's a couple of changes here now. They're going to bring on some fresh legs, Killanin.
Absolutely. Number 22 coming off, that's Jack O'Toole. He did a power work in that first half and in the second half.
Number 26,
Joe O'Flaherty is in for Jack O'Toole.
Milltown 1 goal, 11 points, and a down 12 points.
111 for Milltown, 112 for Anna Down is the full-time score in that encounter.
Needs to be a goal here.
A great chance, but it's a point in the end. And he's disappointed with that, but you know, every score is important. Niall Lee with the point there for Oughterard.
I think they'll probably try that tactic now to launch it in. Was it Matthew or maybe it was Enda Tierney that was in full forward on Cathal Sweeney, so that's a good tactic for them the next few minutes, I think, because they certainly need to win a couple of breaks and they're closer to goal.
Just over 5 minutes of normal time left. Darragh Walters going up for that, but it's a Killanin man who does get it for a finish, and going at high speed down the wing there. Oh, but it's just one back from Oughterard. It was a good move from Luke Carr, but Oughterard are advancing now. This could spell danger for Killanin. They need to go for this. Keane Monaghan is supporting out here on the wing if they can see him. They do find him, but it's straight into Cathal Sweeney, I believe. Oh, he's hobbling, but he managed to intercept that. It was an important interception as well, because Keane Monaghan was going to be through on goal if that wasn't put out. So it's Killanin again. They're inside the Oughterard 65, coming up and into the 45 now. Outside of the boot, effort goes in high. Could spell danger, but there's two Oughterard men and they gather up the pieces. Now Oughterard will counter. It's end-to-end stuff, Brian.
It is. It's great. It's great entertainment value. It's a real championship game of football. It's fantastic to watch.
Yeah. Confirmation. The score is 212 to 111 here. So Killanin 212, Oughterard 111, and less than 5 minutes to go here. Oughterard in possession. Patrick Walsh kicks it out to the stand side. He finds Eddie O'Sullivan. Eddie going down the stand side near the wing. Patrick finds Kieran Hanley. Kieran back out to the corner back, and they're just finding it hard to find the openings, are Oughterard at this stage. It's Daniel Kenny now who's bringing it inside the 45. Needs help and finds it. Just a wall of blue in front of them. Keane Monaghan, quick hands. They're taking a leaf out of the Killanin book with the quick hand passes. Eric Lee, he's just inside the 45. Nice little jink one way, goes the other. And Eddie O'Sullivan again lays it off. Eric Lee again. And back to O'Sullivan. He's near the 21. Back to Eric Lee. Another little jink, a signature jink for him. It's almost like Sean Kavanagh. And now it's the midfielder who balloons it up high into the air. The groans.
Oh!
A very, very dangerous challenge there. He's jumped in. Hands first. Can't do that. While the referee adjourn.
He's giving a free out, is he?
I don't know.
And he was looking to go on for it, then he pulled out and the Oughterard guy came in over the top of him.
Yeah. Acrobatics in Pearse Stadium.
And the Tierney.
Johnny looks bemused. He's his hands out saying, I didn't do anything there. We'll see what the referee and the umpires have to say. And there's another change here on the Killanin side. Number 12 is in for them. That's Alan Kelly.
Luke Carr, number 21.
Luke Carr, the goal scorer, he's gone. Put in a good shift, though. A very good shift. And number 10 for Oughterard's a bit of bother. That's Matthew Tierney. He's going to try to walk it off.
Substitution on the canteen, number 12, Calvin Kelly replaces number 21, Luke Carr.
Confirmation of that substitution coming out over the speakerphones here in Pearse Stadium. About 2 minutes left of normal time in this encounter. Wasn't a whole lot of stoppages, but there could be a few minutes additional. It works out for Killanin here. They're coming up past the halfway line, Ryan Roach. Brian Mitchell now. Alan Kelly is with him in support if he needs him. But Mitchell goes himself on the left boot, and it just doesn't curl in. It's wide there from Brian Mitchell. So it remains with about a minute and a half of normal time left. 2:12 to Killanin, 1:11 to Oughterard. And they want to get on with it quickly, did Cueve Blehan, but the referee tells them to go back. So time is of the essence here. How much additional time? That remains to be seen. 4 minutes additional time we're hearing here over the speakerphones. Now though, Killanin, Patrick Sweeney, he's advancing onto the 21. He shoots. He puts his finger in the sky because it's over the bar. A great point from Patrick Sweeney. He's had a stellar game.
It's been fantastic for them throughout the game, and you know, I'd say they're home and hose now at this stage, even with 3 minutes left. 5 points ahead there.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, 4 minutes additional time, but yeah, so about 4 and a half if you include what's left of normal time. So, Oughterard, it's last chance saloon here. Need to start a bit of aerial bombardment, you'd think. Even the goalie's coming out. They advance up to the 45 of Killanin. And they have to turn. And they're getting turned over as well. Aaron Maguire, again. What a game he had. And is having. Now, though, it's Killanin. They're through here, it looks like. The shot is going to come in. It's not, though. It's a kick pass across. Sweeney tried to get on the end of it, but it's going to work out still for Maguire if he can get down on it. Just inside the 45 and on the ground. I think the referee's doing the call there. It's the only mistake Aaron Maguire has made all day. And Oughterard coming out now and looking to attack. Crossing the halfway line over the far side as we look out from the stand. Soccer styling it up the field, but the referee says go back for your free. So they do. They need to let this in around the house, you think. Back to the 65, they say. And they take it short. O'Sullivan does the 1-2. And now it's in around the house. Dropping and dropping and dropping, and it's Killanin who gets the touch to it, but it breaks down to an Oughterard man out past the D. Finds Eric Lee. Eric Lee is inside the D. 4 men around him. And it's a free in for a push in the back on Eric Lee. Just in the centre of the D. And it's taken very quickly there. Just didn't see who got that one for them. It's over the bar anyways. Free taken quickly there. We'll see in the replay. Yeah, it was Eric Lee, in frustration. I think he's going for goal. He was going for the onion bag, all right, but the bar too little too late, I'm afraid, for Oughterard, no. So, 2:13 to 1:12. And now Killanin have it. Patrick Sweeney gathers possession. And the ball and play is developing here. And Brian Mitchell is through. And it's a lovely pass out. The shot comes in. It's trickling. And at the end of it is Johnny Heaney to toe poke it in, as he has done many times for club and county. It was a great move. He got the finishes to it. He just made absolutely sure. A goal for Johnny Heaney here in Pearse Stadium.
Amazing score, 3-13, phenomenal score, 22 points in a game of football. It's really come to life now. Killanin are absolutely buzzing after this win. I think Oughterard will have to go through Caharo or Cong to get out of home tonight. I don't think they want to pass Keaveney's pub.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. 3:13 to 1:12 And there's about a minute and a half of the additional time left to play here in Pearse Stadium. It was a great move, though. I thought Brian Mitchell was going to finish it, and then they switched the point of attack over to the far side, and then Johnny Heaney did the necessary as it was trickling in. Eric Lee now, though, and he hits Cathal Sweeney in the back, and it drops in, but Killanin gather the pieces, but they lose it again. But it's free out. A free out for Killanin. They breathe a sigh of relief. But they're well home and hose at this stage, with less than a minute of the additional time left to play. Cathal Sweeney steadies himself, finds into Kelly. He's had a great game, and the ball is just put out of play there by Daniel Kenny. And they'll take their time with the sideline, just at their own 45. Johnny Heaney comes over to take it. Johnny looking forward. It's a big kick forward.
Good idea.
And it might work out yet. Brian Mitchell, the advantage, referee says. And Killanin are advancing here. It's a huge kick from outside the D. Is it him? It is him, Aaron Maguire. What a game he had.
This is one for the ages for Killanin. They'll be telling their grandkids about this game, especially against their local rivals. 3-14, unbelievable performance from Killanin. They've absolutely been amazing today.
Absolutely. 3-14 to 1-12, and time is pretty much up here. We're at the behest of the referee, how much he'll add on. But Aaron Maguire, I think very fitting if that is the last kick of the game that he got it.
Dangerous one here.
And it's dealt with by James Walsh. Full-time whistle. Confirmation in this Galway Senior Football Championship Group B Round 4 encounter. A win for Killanin. Killanin, 3 goals and 14 points. Oughterard, 1 goal and 12. Fitting that Aaron Maguire got the last point of the game.
He's been fantastic. Johnny Heaney's been amazing. And Patrick, Cathal Sweeney, they've just been absolutely fantastic, the entire team. Goalkeeper's been pretty solid as well. 3-14, amazing scores. Interestingly enough now, I'm just trying to write out the table here. I have Corofin on 10, Barna, Sawtill, I'm not sure what the scoring difference, second and third and fourth. Yeah. And then Killanin and Oughterard, both on 3, Carlastrand on 2 at the foot of the table. Killanin and Carlastrand next. If Killanin beat them, they go to... Maths isn't good here. Killanin, they go to 5 points, if that's correct. And then if Sawtill and Oughterard, so it's right down to the last game, weekend. You know. And Corofin are home and hose at 10 now at the moment. That they're grand. So it's going to be the remaining games. Barna are playing against them, but you know what a game here today. And then the next round of games for this is going to be very interesting.
Absolutely. I know a lot of people would have fancied Oughterard given their previous track record coming into this game, but Killanin really showing what they're about here today, and the spread of scores, I think, it was a real team effort for them. The crispness of the hand passing and their interplay, attacking play, it was all very positive. Yeah,
and their tackle count was excellent as well. You know, they were all over the pitch. They were trying to dispossess Oughterard. But then again, you know, it starts with Johnny Heaney. He puts it right throughout the field. Like, he popped up for the last goal there, but you know, he needed to be there. It was a hard run to make anyway. You know, such an inspirational figure for Killanin. And they'll be delighted with this. They'll be absolutely thrilled with this victory. 3-14 is fantastic scoring. I tipped Oughterard to win today. They got bet. I tipped Sawtill in the first game as well. So hope no one's listening to my predictions out there. Yeah, Oughterard will be disappointed probably with the performance more than anything else, as the table's ahead of us here.
Yeah.
So Killanin their last game of the campaign is against Carlastrand. They win, they go to 5. Oughterard go to 5 if they beat Knocknacarra. So, you know, Barn have a tough one against Corofin. Listen, there's so many different things that can happen here. Maybe even Carlastrand can get through. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
But unbelievable last round of games to play.
It's going to be very interesting in the coming weeks to see how it all pans out. Surely, to press you for a man of the match, I think I know what your answer is going to be.
Listen, it's probably down to Maguire, Patrick Sweeney and Johnny Heaney, but I think Aaron Maguire has been amazing. Patrick was excellent and Johnny Heaney as well, but I think, you know, right throughout the course of the game, Maguire was excellent from assists and from scoring as well. Absolutely.
In terms of the games today, does anyone stand out for you on this side of the Senior Championship for the Frank Fox Cup?
Definitely not at the moment. I think the team we're looking at the top of the group at the moment, Corofin are probably there. Barna were fantastic today, you know, but it's probably the first time they've put a performance like that in. They drew the first 2 games, lost the last one. Killanin were good. no offence to them, I don't think they'll challenge for the Frank Fox Cup. Oughterard, both of them will be looking to get into the quarterfinals, but Corofin on top there, they're probably the team that would be more towards the semi-finals at the last four of the championship.
Absolutely, it's going to be very interesting. Thanks for your assistance on both games today, the early game Salton, Knocknacar and Barna, and also Oughterard and Killanin, Brian O'Donoghue. I'm going to leave it from there from Pearse Stadium today. Full-time highlights still to come. Thank you for joining us. I've been John Morley. My thanks to Brian O'Donoghue and also Dermot on the camera as well. Stay safe.
Hi, I'm Sean Kelly, and here's a chance to win an incredible prize. It's a stunning new home in Salthill, Galway, one of Ireland's most beautiful locations. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com. Imagine living next to the promenade and within minutes of Galway City. As they say, it could be you. That website again, winahomegalway.com. Thank you for your support and best of luck.
From the stand side here in Pearse Stadium, shooting into the town end, I suppose we call it. But it's a turnover. It could be a costly one here. Oughterard are in. A shot and a goal! A great goal for Oughterard. Killanin. Oh, it's just a slip, but it could work out here. It's the wing forward for Killanin, and it's over the bar. Lobbing ball in. It might work out for them. Number 27 shoots high and over the bar. That is, it's falling nicely here. It's with the full forward, Patrick Sweeney. Patrick in the D, high and over the bar. Lovely point from Pat. Centre forwards Eric Lee on the ball now. And over the bar is the corner forward, Niall Lee. A great fist pass in. It might work out as well. And it's just gone over the bar there by Brian Mitchell. The corner there. And a turn, and it's high, it's trailing, I think. But the point 5 gives it to his number 9, Ryan Roach. Roach to Aaron Maguire. Maguire outside of the right boot. It's dropping into the goal mouth, and it could work out here for Killanin. It does! A goal for Killanin, and that was Luke Carr. Finds a kick pass. The man is not marked there. High from Ryan Monaghan, and inside the post. Quick hands here from Killanin. Very quick hands. They're inside the D, and it's a great shot. And a point from shot comes in here, but it's blocked down half. And it's still there for Killanin. Number 14, Patrick Sweeney on the swivel. Over the bar. Take from Ryan Malloy, or Ronan Malloy, I should say. Into Kelly. Gives it off to his man Melia. It's Maguire now. Maguire cuts inside. Aaron Maguire, it's a goal! What a goal! A sensational goal in the top left-hand corner. Patrick Walsh, fisted forward. They're in here. Are Oughterard. A shot comes in from their wing forward, and it's over the bar. Comes out again. Enda, he's looking for it from an acute angle. Enda Kelly, take it back. And now inside. that Aaron Maguire got the last point of the game.
He's been.
Hi, I'm Sean Kelly, and here's a chance to win an incredible prize. It's a stunning new home in Sawtail, Galway, one of Ireland's most beautiful locations. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com. Imagine living next to the promenade and within minutes of Galway City. As they say, it could be you. That website again, winahomegalway.com. Thank you for your support and best of luck.